comes your way next.
Well, the skies certainly aren't cooperating, Bronx, but for a lot of those guys on the fields, this is perfect football weather. As we welcome you to another presentation. Joined by a back up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off and running from Tokyo. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Throwing to start this game. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Third and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Throwing on third and long. The screen pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up fourth and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down, and whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. and they're going to take over possession. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Back to throw now. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. Here's a give up the middle. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. There's a handoff up the gut. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They go play action on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And they'll have 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Breaks another tackle, but the ball's out! The ball is out! And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Now it's a bootleg for him. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can speak from personal experience on this one. That is the absolute worst nightmare as a quarterback. When you call that bootleg and you turn around and all you see is nothing but a big old defensive end, yeah, your interest switch from getting rid of the ball to a little self-preservation. Good job just simply hanging on to the football.
Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt goes 63 yards. And it'll be their football. This offense ready to get going again now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll throw on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Looking. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. To throw it on 1st down. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's going to work his way up to the 19. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Dropping back to throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. Play action on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They're throwing it. Forced out to his right. He can run it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter two. They've got a first to begin the frame. Throwing now, off play action. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll look to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zones. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away, that is a gold star effort by the defense.
This offense making its way back out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Escapes a defender. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives them the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Slot man in motion left. Running it after the penalty. They don't get anything on first, and now they face 2nd and 15. He'll throw it. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Fires right away, but incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. They'll run here following the penalty. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown! Game's first points here in the 2nd. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of the backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The offense getting set to go. Still in search of their 1st points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And this one doesn't go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Pass play coming here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Their offense and this running back to the field. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Back-to-back carries here. Is in. Touchdown! Another another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And their lead to 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. That count runs their offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. That one's incomplete over the middle.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Fields this clean at the 30. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The running back headed back out for a new series. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. A give now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
No place to go, so he just threw it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. Throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, they call that for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Into the 2nd level past the 30. And he gets this one down to the 27. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him a 1st down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. Leading near the break. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. He'll throw it yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Touchdown! Boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The uprights stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Their offense running back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw on 3rd and long. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He fields it cleanly. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st down, ball at the 36. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Still on his pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They'll run it here on 3rd down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Special teams out onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Throwing now on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
2nd and 3. Complete out to the right side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. He'll throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw it. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. So it's halftime, and the Visitors themselves to a lead thus far. Now let's get you back stateside. Jonathan Coachman waiting patiently to check in, bring you our report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They go play action on first. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So they're left facing third and long. Back to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They motion a receiver left. They go play action here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw. He's got time here. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with third and long. Putting a receiver in motion. Third and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
Brings up second and 1.
Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up third and 1.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. They'll run for this. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. He gets the shot at it on 1st and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Second half with some needed points. Extra points sent in through the rain. Let's get it back to a 14-point game. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses.
He loses the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. The handoff on 3rd and short. He cuts it back right. Inside the 30. And that is a touchdown. Their lead to a 3-score advantage. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And their lead to 21. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. New set of downs for him at the 38. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Scooped up by the defense. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Here's 2nd and 11. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down. Look into the air here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
So often, so many of these games come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he'll only drive this forward to around the 26. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Pass play now. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. They've got 1st down from the 31. Blown back gets the handoff. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. Cut out left. Oh, the football's loose. And it's picked up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Their offense ready to take the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays there prior. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Wiley hauls it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're going to have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw it on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He's got a man left. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now this offense ready to head back out. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Second and 3 now. Slot receiver headed left. Handoff on 2nd and short. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Chased out to his right.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And out there, punt team. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. Give now to the running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. The offense headed back to the field. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. They bring their tight end left. Throwing from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
He sends this one to the end zone. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. Back to within 2 possessions. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
They'll set up here for the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. To a 14-point game. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now this offense getting set to work here. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back-to-back carries here. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10. Looking for a throw here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer or he's not going to endure this season.
He put everything he had into this one. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Available important abilities for it.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! Have likely locked up the win right there. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one splits the uprights. Their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. And the last time we saw him, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another try following the sack. And they get to him again. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop him for the safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt fails. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Minute warning in Tokyo. Nearing their 1st win of the season. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Simple dive up the middle. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. Adding to that fourth quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And you piling onto this lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing from the gun here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Give all the credit to the coverage on that one. Even with plenty of time to throw, they never gave him a lane to complete it.
They'll send out the punting unit. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. Collects this at the 32. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So for Brock Ewart and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott. Emerges winners, as with that, we'll say sayonara from Tokyo.